You've heard Billie Eilish's song about it, but what actually would happen if the moon disappeared? The most noticeable effect would be the disappearance of tides. The moon's gravity pulls water from the ocean towards it, creating bulges on the side of Earth closest to the moon and on the opposite side of Earth, far from the moon. This gravitational pull is about twice as strong as the sun's pull. If the moon suddenly vanished, these bulges would vanish, causing low tides all over the world. High tides would still exist, but they'd only be about 12 inches, less than 1/10 of their current height. Many marine animals would find it hard to survive. Creatures like sea turtles and crabs would struggle to find enough food. Some species that have migrations timed with the tides, like shorebirds, could end up stranded in places where there isn't enough food for them to survive. The moon also helps to stabilize Earth's tilt. Without the moon, Earth's tilt would be way more extreme and our seasons would go from bad to worse. A year would have maybe 3 months each of summer and winter and fall and spring, and each season would feel way more intense. Summers would be hotter and drier and winters would be colder and have way more snow. And then there's the darkness. Without the moon reflecting the sun's light, nights would be much darker than they are now. This would affect animals that hunt at night, like owls, bats, and some species of ants. Since many nocturnal animals rely on the darkness to hunt or protect them from predators, this could cause some species to go extinct. Animals that migrate at night, like birds, would also have a harder time of it. Without the moon's light, they could get lost or disoriented and not make it to their destination. And migration is timed with other celestial bodies, so it could throw off the entire migration pattern. Even humans would struggle to adapt. Our current calendars are based on the lunar cycle. Without the moon, we'd have to change how we keep track of time. Lunar calendars are used by lots of different cultures for holidays and religious practices. The absence of the moon would affect how these cultures function. And since the moon affects the tides, lunar calendars are also used to predict tides. Without the moon, we'd have to develop a whole new system to predict the tides, but those are just the short-term effects. What would happen if the moon continued to not exist? Eventually, Earth's rotation would become unstable because the moon keeps Earth's rotational speed in check. Without the moon, Earth would rotate faster, which would cause even more dramatic changes to the climate. And since Earth would be rotating faster, the length of a day would be shorter, meaning there would be less time for heat to escape into space. Earth would become a runaway greenhouse. No life could survive on Earth at that point. So yeah, the moon might be a pain sometimes when it causes tides to mess up our beach plans or makes us feel self-conscious because of our weird nocturnal cravings. But it turns out we really need the moon. I mean, we probably need to develop a whole new calendar system, which would be annoying. But the far more drastic effects of no moon would affect every living thing on Earth. So let's just be glad we have one. Or maybe let's just be glad we have a moon, because really that's what matters. If you like learning what would happen if the moon disappeared, you can check out some other videos about space here. And thanks for watching.